One of my mentors is Ramsey. I read all his books, I follow his programs, and so he has a talk show, and someone came and said, I don't know if I should disclose my true net worth to my fiancé. I said, what's your net worth? He said, about 20 mil. I said, about 20. He said, 20 what? He said, $20 million. I said, okay. And so my advisor is saying that I should take a prenup. In America, because they have very strict laws of marriage and the way they share their resources in and after the marriage. So it's like, I should do a prenup. He said, you have 20 million? A pre-agreement before you tie the knot. Before you get married, you have an agreement that if we do separate, my money is my money, your money is your money. As you come, so you will go. Any law, lobo. That's a prenup. So, then Ramsey asked him, he said, you have $20 million and nobody knows that? He said, how much do you earn? He said, I earn $700,000 per annum. And if you earn $700,000 as a salary per annum, what you take home is not going to be more than $400. He said, even that $400 is a lot. And nobody knows. Why am I giving you the story? All of you have small money. Small. Somebody say small. And that's all the money you have is on you. They can see it on you. All. Because even the wig you are wearing, you cannot avoid it. I can't afford it. Do you understand? The house you are living is choking you. The car you are driving is oppressing you. You are under the weight because you must show everybody that you have what? Arrived. The man had 20 million. He said, so the man said, no, full disclosure is necessary before marriage. You can decide a prenup or not, but you need full disclosure because you cannot afford to enter the marriage pretending to be who you're not. So the man had a conversation with the fiancé and said, I just want full disclosure. I want to tell you what I have, where I have it, and all that. And said, guess, what do you think I have? I said, I know you're rich, maybe 1 or 2 million. He said, yeah, but actually it's upward of 20. I said, oh, really? That's impressive. Because it's not getting into your head. Why am I saying that? This is what we see in Abraham. He had money, but the money didn't control him. As we go on the journey, because God is interested in you being wealthy, but He is waiting to be able to ascertain that He can trust you. Somebody say, He will trust me. Can He trust you? You only have a couple, and you have started slapping people. You have started shouting. You have started oppressing. Small. If you are not faithful in little, it will give you plenty. You are not kind. In the little that you have, you are oppressive. You are not asking God, what should I do? You are no longer a steward for Him. We didn't see that in the life of Abraham. So we want to talk about what Abraham did. And I'm going to compare a bit of what Abraham did with modern day banking so that you can put it in context and use it. Is that okay? So number one, Abraham had stewardship before wealth. What did he have? Stewardship. So what does that mean in modern day time? Manage what you have responsibly. There are two things I'm going to refer to. Genesis chapter 13 verse 2. The Bible says Abraham had already managed large household stock, servants, and land responsibly before the big prosperity. Genesis 13:2. Then in Genesis 14:14, when there was war, the Bible says Abraham heard that his relative had been taken captive. He called out 318 trained men born in his household. He had human resource management. You cannot manage one small, your uncle's daughter that they brought to come and help you because your mother-in-law could not come from Umugo. You cannot manage small house help. You cannot manage the messenger, the driver. They hate you, they will sell you out. Abraham managed 318 men in his own household. Abraham managed livestock. He had system, he had order, he had organization. Then God knows that if I give him some couple of millions, he would definitely what? Be able to manage it. Let me tell you this. If you have a garden, you must commit to tending it. You have in a large compound. If you don't sweep it and make it presentable, how will God give you your own house now? Somebody say management. What is the lesson here? Wealth is often sustained by good management, not just good fortune. Wealth is often what? Sustained by good management, not just good fortune. That is lesson number 1 from Abraham. I'm sure when God saw that he could train 318 that were not his own children, giving him his child will be something that is necessary to do. If these ones are not biological and you could do this much, then I can trust you. Somebody say you can trust Abraham.